What's going on, everyone? Exo here. So here we have the BMW M1000RR. I love this bike with a passion. This bike is phenomenal. She is such an incredible bike. But I have officially decided to let her go. It breaks my heart. Why? So the beginning of this bike, why I even got it. I wouldn't actually have this bike if it wasn't for one thing. This bike, all the fairings is carbon fiber, gloss carbon fiber. There is no bike on the market right now that you can buy for the price and get everything carbon fiber. And this tells you how much of a good deal this bike is. So this bike, BMW actually has now done away with all the carbon fiber on the new ones. And they changed the winglets, they changed the tail, and they add a tank carbon fiber, but all that carbon is matte carbon. It's not gloss carbon. So they've already acknowledged, basically, in my opinion, if you Google it, you will see what they did is they took away all this carbon to try to make the bike more affordable. As of right now, I'm doing this video. I don't even know what the price of the new M1Ks are, the 2025's one, but the 2024s are just a pinnacle. The reason why I bought this bike is because of that fact. I said, this bike over time is going to appreciate. There is no ifs, ands, or buts about it. When 10 years, 5 years, 20 years down the road, we're going to look back at this bike and say this was the pinnacle bike to own, and still is. And that's why I got it. Honestly, I did not have any thought in my mind to buy this bike. But I did. And I have to say I have enjoyed every second of it. Don't get me wrong. The one thing I did enjoy is the braking period. So the braking period, you have to rack up over, I think it is 600 miles on it. I went a little over, which voided the warranty according to BMW, but whatever. It was, $300 or something, but I didn't know about that. But either way, still got it done, and it went to BT tuned. It got BT tuned by Bo at Tampa Bay Motos BMW, or Eurocycle, whatever, however they call it. But the bike is phenomenal. Stage 2, BT tuned. The power, it's not dynoed because they don't have a dyno there, but I would imagine the power is at 210 wheel, the 209, 205 wheel. It's a lot more powerful than my Ducati V4S, by all means. This bike, has sprint air filter, the mid pipe, headers. So by all means, it is the perfect bike to whether if you want to track, whether if you want to ride it. It sounds amazing. It looks amazing. One of the things you're going to find out if you're interested in an M1K, when you go to get it tuned, you will see that it does sound different after the tuning process. It sounds like an actual race bike now. But yeah, I am really blown away with this bike. I loved it. As you can see, so there are some extras on this bike that I did. So I actually ended up ordering the swing arm covers, carbon fiber gloss swing arm covers with it. Unfortunately, I couldn't take those off, so they're being sold with the bike, but it's whatever. Once you put them on, they look phenomenal, but they're not made to come off. I did have the belly pan on there covering up the bottom. As you can see, the bluing in the mid pipe there and everything, it looks phenomenal. And I didn't change out the exhaust can because it's Acro. Why even go through the extra money? I wanted to leave this bike pretty much as stock as possible for resale. This bike, I kind of overdid it with the miles. I put on 1,800 miles. I didn't mean to, but it's just that fun to ride. So what about this bike? So this bike is phenomenal. Cornering, One of the things I like about this bike when it comes to your riding, it has both the best of both worlds. You can ride it like a touring bike, you can ride it like an actual sport bike, or you can ride it like you want to race. And that's what I love about this bike. The Ducati, there's only one way to ride that bike, and that's track. You can try to ride it touring, it's not going to work out for you. Like I said, also to this bike, I also did the tail lights there. You can see the tails, the beaded tails. So this bike right now is officially sold. It is sold. It is going to its new home very soon. Actually this week. One of the things that I love about this bike, I can still show the dash here. The dash is really awesome. I'm not going to start the bike. Like I said, this bike is sold. I do not own it anymore. But I did want to do this review just to show you all. The dash is so awesome, and all the electronics that you can go into from the, and this is what I liked about BMW versus Ducati. You have all your vehicle stuff here, and also too, you can go in changing. Ducati's a little bit harder to change stuff when it comes to things. But I loved this dash versus the Ducati dash, having that RPM gauge like that. That's really sick. You still have, also another thing, you have your gas level, which is really awesome when you're on the road, versus the Ducati. A light just comes on, you're like, oh, I need gas. Yeah, no. The other thing is, too, they have integration of navigation and media. And a telephone. I did not use that, but it is a nice feature to have on the bike. To have navigation, all that stuff. And here you can see the tails now. Those beaded tail lights are really sick. Really sick. How they look. They look phenomenal. The lights are just phenomenal on this bike. The daytime running headlights, I absolutely love them. I miss my Ducati running daytime headlights, but the BMW is just so phenomenal. And let me see here now. There you go, the high beams. So you can see they're pretty bright. Hopefully that's coming in. But this bike is honestly phenomenal. I love it. Also too, you can see the airflow sensor there for the Stage 2, which actually that's how you can tell if this bike is really fast or not. If they have that max airflow sensor there, and I didn't even know about that, but if they have that, then you best be prepared that you're coming up against the M1K that is over 200 wheel. Now, granted, officially, why did I sell this bike? Well, I sold it because I have more bikes coming in. I've told, in my stories on Instagram, I have so many more bikes coming in that are fun, that are going to be fun, powerful, way more powerful than this bike. But, the thing was, at the end of the day, somebody reached out to me and said, they're looking to buy M1K. And honestly, bikes are my love and passion as a kid. I'll say this, I actually essentially took a loss on this bike. And the thing was, though, is that I took a loss on this bike because, to me, I wanted to get rid of it. I loved it, but also too, I noticed the miles were too high for my liking to be a bike that I can, put away in the garage and save it. So I enjoyed this bike so much. Yeah, it's like, man, I wanted to sell it, and like I said, this allows me to get into other bikes coming in. So realistically speaking, this review, I just enjoyed this bike so much, and it breaks my heart to let it go. But it's going to a great home, and I can't wait for that person to get it and ride it and honestly just enjoy it. One of the things that you'll notice is the road presence of it, riding around. I mean, people, honestly, they won't know what they're looking at unless they know it. But still, when people know what they're looking at, they're like, wow. When I was with my boy and We were out. He was on his Ducati, and the lady's like, "Oh, I like the Ducati." Older lady, and it was like, "Yeah, that's nice, but this is right here, And that's another thing too. You will not see this bike on the road, and if you do, it's kind of like seeing almost a STO or a 765 LT or a Koenigsegg. You're not going to see many on the road. You'll see a bunch of S1Ks, but you won't see an M1K. So that is also nice. But realistically speaking, if you are interested in getting the most phenomenal bike, the best bang for your buck, you cannot beat this bike here. It is worth every penny. And there are still some out there, 2024 models that are brand new, and I would recommend highly to anyone who's thinking about even going with another brand, go nab this bike instantly. You will hold resale value, no questions asked. It's just one of those bikes you you don't understand it until you have it, and when I got this thing, I was like, man, I don't even want to ride this bike because of all the carbon fiber. So when you sit on it, you're like, it's just too good to ride. But at the end of the day, realistically, it's a bike. It's made to ride, unless you want to keep it and hold on to its, newness. But also, to another thing, BMW did away with the front tire. Carbon, all that gloss carbon down there, ducts on the new one. So this is the pinnacle bike to have, in my opinion. I think at the end of the day, would I love to get another one? Yes, I would, but it was a very nice short experience of this bike, and I'm very appreciative for it. And like I said, I'm happy for the new owner. I know he's excited, and it's awesome that he's able to get into this bike. And like I said, I was going off. Bikes are a love and passion of mine. This isn't a business to me. This is just something I enjoy and love sharing with you all. So with this bike, I'm glad it could go to a bike-like person, and they're gonna enjoy it now. But yeah, what more can I say? Honestly, best bang for your buck. There's no Ducati out there, except the Superleggera, and even Superleggera doesn't even compare, because this bike, like I said, can be made for touring, sport, or even track, and you have it all at the palm of your hand right there in the wrist. So yeah, the BMW M1K RR 2024, all the gloss carbon. Like I said, I'm not going to start it. It's been on stands. It is not mine anymore. So I just wanted to do this video, let you all know my take on this bike. It's a phenomenal bike to have, to own. I would tell anyone, definitely go out and get one if you can. It's just a beautiful bike. You will not regret the riding experience of it. I'll probably post this video up later this week, but I hope you all enjoy seeing it. It's unfortunate it has to go, but yeah. Any questions, just post it up. I love to answer on this bike. And also too, I'll say this, BMW as a brand, I am truly thankful for. It kind of reminds me that, there's still brands out there that actually care about the customer, the clientele, and it's run all through the company, versus other brands. I won't get into any specifics right now, but yeah. So thankful to BMW, thankful for this amazing, wonderful bike. I hope you all enjoyed seeing this bike, and yeah, stay tuned for the new stuff coming in. I know y'all are gonna love seeing those bikes come in. Hopefully my wife doesn't kill me, or at least maybe the bike will kill me before she kills me. Who knows? But anyway, y'all, peace out, love, ride safe. Remember, this world's evil enough as it is, so always spread love, joy, especially in the times that we're living in. And yeah, Have a good day. Have a good night, wherever you are.